most people think about slavery in America, they think about the South, plantations, cotton fields, Georgia, Mississippi. But what if I told you that right here in Lower Manhattan, thousands of Africans were enslaved and buried, not some distant countryside, not very far from Wall Street, right here. And most people walk past it every single day. But first, I'm Cassandra from Passport and Soul. And at Passport and Soul, we help midlife BIPOC travelers reduce travel stress and design culturally meaningful experiences that leave them restored, not exhausted. Now back to the video. The African burial ground has two locations. The outdoor memorial, which we'll cover in another video, and the visitor center at 290 Broadway. It's open Wednesday through Sunday, starting at 10 a.m., though the hours change with the seasons, so always double check before you go. And be prepared, when you enter, you're going to go through security, metal detectors, bag screening, and similar to being in the airport. But this immediately shifts your mindset. This is not casual sightseeing. When you walk into the main exhibit hall, it's almost overwhelming. There's so much to take in, both visually and emotionally. So here's a quick look at the exhibit space. The exhibit begins with a map of what New York looked like in the 1600s and 1700s, when slavery was active here. And that's the first perspective shift. New York was not always a free state. The story then moves into the 1991 discovery of the burial ground during construction and the excavation that followed. There were approximately 430 bodies that were excavated before public outcry stopped the process in 1992. It's believed that thousands more remain within the burial ground's boundaries. Now, there's one section that they ask you not to photograph, and it's out of respect for the ancestors. It's an image of the excavated bodies in their graves. Standing there, looking at it, you feel something. It's heavy. It's sacred. It's hard to describe. But while you're taking it in, you suddenly hear the chants of a burial ceremony echo through the space. In the center of the room is a replica of an African burial. It's immersive and intentional, and it's honoring. Here's a quick video of the sights and the sound.
To give thanks for the life of Kwame John and to this newborn girl, Efwa, whose life had barely begun.
So let me ask you something. When you visit places that are connected to a painful history, do you just rush through them? Or you allow yourself to fully feel what's there? Pause for a second and think about that. Because culturally meaningful travel isn't just about learning facts. It's about allowing yourself to be present with the truth. From there, the exhibit walks you through the excavation process, the scientists who studied the remains, and artifacts and jewelry buried with the bodies. There's really something powerful about seeing someone's personal adornments. Just small reminders that these were not just enslaved people. They were individuals with culture, identity, and dignity. This exhibit also dives into the African's journey across the ocean and also daily life in colonial New York and the brutal laws that were imposed on enslaved Africans. One of the most striking displays lists those laws alongside newspaper ads for runaway slaves. Seeing them side by side makes it undeniable. That oppression, it wasn't accidental, it was structured. And yet, even in the midst of despair, the exhibit speaks to resistance. Because resistance is never futile. The exhibit then shifts towards modern times, honoring African, Caribbean, and Latin cultures descended from those who were buried there. And here's a fun fact. One of the photos displayed in this area is of our church, Common Avenue Baptist Church. Seeing that picture, that moment made the history feel even closer. The exhibit then continues with the timeline of the burial grounds rediscovery and memorialization with newspaper clippings as well. And beneath that sits a replica of the coffins that were used in the reburials. It's sobering, but it's also restorative to see the care that they've taken with those remains. One of the things that I really appreciated were the interactive moments that were designed to make you think, and that they really drew you into what was happening during those times, such as the whiteboard, which asked visitors to consider the relationship between historical events in New York City and the laws targeting enslaved people. And then at the end, there's space to write about what the African burial ground means to you. I honestly wished that there were even more of these reflection spaces throughout the exhibit. There's also a beautiful model of the burial ground displayed in front of glass etched with the Sankofa symbol, reminding us to go back and get it, to learn from the past, to carry it forward. There were also quotes that lined the walls, and at the end of the exhibit, there were children's drawings that imagine New York in that era that was happening close to the exhibit. And that feels especially meaningful because we're perhaps their descendants. And so the story does continue. There's a theater and a gift shop as well. And the day that we went, they were playing a short documentary on Harriet Tubman. If you want to have a better understanding of what life was like for enslaved Africans in New York, and you want your travel experiences to include depth, truth, and cultural grounding, then we highly recommend visiting this monument. This is not just a quick stop. This is a sit with it experience. And in part 2, we're going to take you outside to the actual memorial site itself. So of course you know I'm curious. If this video shifted your perspective even a little, let me know in the comments section. Did you know that slavery was this deeply embedded in New York? And if you're someone who believes that travel should restore your spirit and deepen your understanding, and not just fill your camera roll, subscribe to Passport and Soul. Until next time, travel well, travel slow, and travel with soul.